Finally here. Finally here. Y'all got the introduction. Now y'all about to get the conversation. Listen, it might be lengthy, I don't know, but we're gonna just talk. You know what I mean? Like, how you doing, man?
I've been good.
You good? You
Alright,
good?
I had my ups and downs for a little while, but I've been alright other than that, been good.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So let me introduce myself. Y'all know James Coffee from Mirror Talk Vision, and I sort of took him in as like one of my little mentees. Like, he connected to me now. You know what I mean? Like, and he said, yeah, you can be my mentor. So, that was a great feeling to be able to have a mentee. But my name is James. But let me introduce, man. Introduce yourself.
My name is Xavier Spence. I'm a student at Muskegon Heights High School Academy. Been there for a little minute. 15. I've been through a couple rough things in my life, but other than that,
Okay.
it's me.
So we're gonna talk about that stuff too, man, because it's like you said you're 15, so you young. When I was 15, man, I can't even. All I remember when I was 15, man, I was just trying to figure it out, bro. You know what I mean? And I think I had anger at 15, confusion at 15, but I'm happy I went through it. So tell me some. So you go to Muskegon Heights. You're 15 years old. So before we even talk about me asking you this question, the day I came to Muskegon Heights and I interviewed, when I talked to y'all, it was like an immediate connection. Like soon, like you were engaged the whole time. Like the way you were listening, it was just like, this young man, there's something about this young man. I didn't even know some of your story yet, but it was like something that was about you that just was like, it was like a connection. You gave me eye contact the whole time. So that let me know that you were actually listening. So tell me something, man, about being 15. Tell me about some pressures, man, and like how you get through those pressures in life, because you at a young age, man, where trauma is real.
All I can really say is, some things ain't fair, but you might gotta deal with it just growing up. So like, how it is at home. You know, when I'm not there, other people take out the trash. I know it's my responsibility, but other people can take it out, and that frustrates me. I got real anger problems. So when stuff feel like it ain't fair to me, I get real irritated. You know, I got an anger problem, but I try to cool it the best way I can. Which is possible.
So you have an anger problem. Tell me what that look like. What makes you so upset though? Like,
I don't know. Like when I get irritated, when I get really irritated, I feel like I want to hit something, break something. That's how I feel when I get real irritated. But as me growing up, I've been trying. And it's been going all right to where I could just control it to where I won't have to feel like that, and just be more. When I be mad, I could be more calm and more spoken to. Cause back then when I would get angry, I would yell, throw stuff, break stuff.
So as you get older, you basically understand that you have an anger problem, but you're saying like, I'm holding myself accountable for this anger problem, and I'm dealing with it. So basically, from what I'm hearing from you, is like you're getting better with your anger problem, right?
Yeah, because as growing up, I'd say like from pre-K all the way up to 4th, 5th grade, every time I get irritated, the teacher, I would walk out the classroom, walk out the school building, and police officer escorting me back either home or to the school. And that's been going on my whole life.
What was you so angry about though?
I don't know, like as a kid, I had anger built. I don't know why I had anger built in for a long time. Cause back then, people used to pick on me. Cause back then I was a little chubby.
Okay.
People used to pick on me on how chubby I was. I didn't like that. I could fight. I was chubby, but I could fight though.
Fight.
So I was able to.
So you fix your problems by throwing hands. All right.
So I would get up and just start fighting.
So you had insecurities at a young age?
Yeah.
All right.
I did.
So are you confident now?
I got. Oh yeah.
Nah.
I do. Nah, every day I wake up. Okay, ain't nothing gonna change my day regardless on what they say to me now.
I love that. So
I know it ain't true.
I love that, man. See, being so young, you faced anger. You sort of overcame that anger. You faced insecurities because people was talking about you. You had to fight your way through. So I'm gonna ask you a question now. So if someone came to you, right? You 15. You know you deal with anger, but you're overcoming it. What if somebody just started dogging you, saying negative things about you now? What would you do? Because you're confident, but what would you do now?
Just start dogging me, saying this and that. Me, how I am now, I'm gonna just look at them. And then, after that, that's what's gonna really make them more mad than me, just walk off.
Walk off. That's see that.
That's gonna make them more mad than me because they know I'm not finna feed into what they telling me or what they saying about me.
That's crazy, man. Listen, it's funny because listen, you sound like me, man. When I was 15, when I was 14, 15, 13, I was so insecure, little bro. I was so insecure, man, because people used to talk about my head. Oh, you gonna laugh? No, I was playing. Yeah, people used to talk about my head. My head was, man. Listen, I don't even want to put it on there, but I had a big head. I still do now, but I was short. And my nickname was Tubi, bro. So I thought they called me Tubi because I had a tube head. Like my head was so big, man. So I was really insecure as well, man. But I'm so happy to hear that you're young and you're overcoming that and you became confident. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What does confidence look like to you? You a young man. What you seem like you already know who you are.
To me, the confidence thing to me is the way how I carry myself and move around everywhere I go. Mm-hmm. People love me. Mm. They hated me, but people love me.
People love me. Do you love yourself?
Yeah, I definitely love myself. Before anything, I make sure anything happened to me, I make sure I would never let nothing happen to myself.
Okay. I like that. So what's a positive mindset? What's a positive mindset?
I don't know, cause other people got other type of positive mindsets in their own. But mine is the way when I wake up every morning. I got a brother that's locked up, so every day I wake up, I make sure I pray to him, let him know, make sure he come home. That's my, back then that was my go-to person. Okay. Cause he was always around me. He basically raised me as his own son, but that's my brother. So he looked out for me, took after me. He made sure I was alright my whole life and helped my mom out with me. Okay. So yeah, so my positive is just to make sure I say a good prayer to him before I leave out the door, before I leave out anywhere. Cause I know when something bad goes down, that's my savior right there. Okay.
So, I hear you, and I love it. I hear you. You being 15, if you look at a lot of these young dudes right now, man, there's one little story I want to talk about that we're about to get to in a minute. If you look at a lot of these young dudes right now, it's like, it's a lot of following the leader, right?
Following the leader can either get you killed or wind up in jail.
Give me something.
That's why I don't like, and now that's why I do what I do with my own people.
Okay, so out of your friends, right? Mm-hmm. Do you catch yourself as being a leader or do you being a follower? Because you can, even if you're a leader, you still should have someone that you follow.
My friend in school, like he like to skip class. After a while, I told him like, bro, nah, we can't keep doing that. Started going to class after that because he realized what he was doing. His credits weren't coming. Okay. He realized that, and he realized that he did not want to be back a grade.
So you basically a leader. Like, hey, bro, you holding your boy accountable. Like, look, you can't do that.
It's some stuff that he didn't caught me on and got me right back on. Yeah. I want to just leave that up out of there. Good. But that person know who he is.
Good friend. So you only said one person. So you only have one friend.
This whole time at school, he was like a friend. I grew up with him, but after a while we lost contact. He went to different schools. I went to different schools. And now back at Heights, we finally reunited. We back the way how we used to be.
Okay. As being 38, bro, you don't need a lot of friends, man. You don't need a lot of friends. So sometimes if you got that one strong foundation, one strong support system, the person that holds you accountable, you know, a person that can lead you and can follow you, and the person that you can lead, you can follow, that's really all you need, you know?
So like, my circle I got right now is majority my cousins. It's majority my cousins and family. But it's like really two friends who, out of my circle, two friends is really who I look at as my really closest friends.
That's what's up, man. That small circle is better, bro, than the big circle.
Them people, they know who they is. They not even consider my friends. They consider my family, my brothers.
There you go.
I've been around them for too long to know, like, okay, yeah, they not finna just leave me somewhere stranded. They wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't leave me dumb stuck anywhere.
I love that. What is 15, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever felt depression? Mm-hmm. What does that feel like?
See, me before I hit 15, back then I used to give my all to females. When that broke, I tell you, I was in the room and cried for hours.
Wow.
I cried. That was depression for me. It was a heartbreak.
Heartbreak. Ooh, at a young age. But what's so crazy? So how do you feel now about this heartbreak?
I try to take my time closely. I want to try to get attached now.
There you go.
Because now these females, this new generation, these females, they messed up in the head. So all they want is different type of things like money. sex, this and that.
You-
That's all they want to have.
You wise, man. You are so wise, and it's like me mentoring you. I'm very listening. I'm like, how am I about to mentor this young man? Like you know what I mean? Like he's very wise, but it's still always good to have someone to look up to. But I love that, bro. I love that you think like that, because if you take your time and guard your heart, you can. Because in the honeymoon stage, you know what a honeymoon stage is, like the first couple months, maybe a year, it's just everything is just so beautiful. But then when you get to know a person, you be like, ooh. So guarding your heart, protecting yourself at a young age, you don't have to feel all that. You don't understand all that pain that comes with.
Now if I say I put my heart to a female and they break it, it wouldn't faze me how back then I was when I was younger. It wouldn't faze me. Now it just stays just cool. I can say I'm good looking. I don't care what nobody says. I'm good looking, so I could go and meet someone else.
Yeah, there you go. I love it, man. I love it. So,
because it's a lot. I ain't gonna say it's a lot of females that love me. It's a lot of females who they can come to.
Yeah.
Spirit to me. It's a mole right there.
yeah.
But they can come express their feelings to me about their relationships, their current relationships, and I try to help them.
Yeah.
They want it from a male perspective.
Yeah.
And I will help them with that.
Yeah, and that's real, man. That's real. Don't be bitter, man. Don't be selfish, man. We all need help in this world, and that's crazy. That's crazy.
Now, when a girl come to another man about her situation, it's different because she can't help what her man's going through, and she wants somebody else to see
Yeah.
and help from a man perspective.
Yeah.
And ask what she should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like what you just said, because you were heartbroken. That led you to depression. But you still are wise enough, mature enough, loving enough, caring enough to still help someone that's like need advice. Cause you could have became bitter, like, man, I'm straight. You know what I mean? But you didn't. So that's dope, man. Like, you going far in life, man. You going far in life because you are so wise. Go ahead. What you
Not somebody that did like something weird in the past life. If I see you, like we ever come encounter and see each other in public again, I might say, might do a little head nod, but but other than that, we can't kick it or do nothing like that, because you know you pulled something that was weird.
Yeah.
And ain't no coming back from
Ain't no
that.
come back from that. Yeah, man. So do you believe in forgiveness?
I believe in forgiveness, but it depends on what type of thing you did for us to fall out. So like, say something like we fall out because you a female that you like wanted to talk to me,
Yeah.
and you want to fight me over that.
Yeah.
That we can't come back and be friends about it, because if anything, our friendship that we got, if it's that strong, we shouldn't be caring about a female and who she want to be with. So say if she want to be with me and you my closest friend, and I happily declined it, you shouldn't be agitated. You should be like, so if I wasn't to decline it, I would say yeah, and you see and hear about it, and I tell you it myself. That shouldn't get you no type of way to be worked up or get mad about no female, because anything is that female will turn on you before I turn.
Yeah. That's deep. I'm happy that you in that place, man. You're gonna go far because you already see it. You already know.
I had a couple friends who did something like that.
Yeah.
To where a female who didn't like them but
Yeah.
liked me instead.
Yeah, and that's gonna happen, man. You're a handsome young man, man. It's that type of stuff is going to happen, man. And it's like I like that you have the intuition, the discernment, the knowledge, the wisdom, like the eyesight, the vision. You see it. You know what I mean? So I love that already. But I got a question, man. Like, I got a question. You're 15, and I do a lot of stuff with the young. Try to get the young men to give these young men a word. Why they should not. Why the streets. Because you said two things earlier. Locked up or dead. Why the streets is not worth it.
Cause nowadays, one of my mom's friend, his son, he got shot 14 times by an officer because he was just walking in the dark. And they just couldn't see who he was. So they got out their car and shot him 14 times, killed him on sight.
So why?
But the streets, it ain't no good place for you to go, because you don't know who you could trust, who you can put your trust into, who you could believe in. There's no type of loyalty, trust, and for somebody who you could count on.
Yeah.
It ain't. It's always somebody that's fake out there in the street.
What about jail?
Jail.
Is jail worth it?
Jail is not really worth it. I know my brother. He a strong person, so nobody gonna never mess with him in that. But if you just if you knew the jail, prison, juvenile, they go treat you like how you would be treated on the street. They want to treat you right. You if you in the cell with big man, they're not finna treat you how you think you finna be treated in there. They finna treat you like how can I say this? Cause they, depending on how long they up in there, they haven't seen a woman nor looked at a woman. They go look at you different.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Why won't you go to jail?
I won't want to go because it's not for me. I can't have nobody telling me what to do every day.
Could you picture yourself being in the cell for the rest of your life?
Sometimes I picture it, like imagine it. Sometimes I just look at it, imagine it, just look at it and picture myself and just see how it would be. And I just look at it like, no, I don't want to be here.
Man, that's so you use like a reverse psychology. You sort of visualize it and be like, just try to see yourself there and be like, that's just how it is with dreams and visions. If you can see yourself there, you can have it. But you see yourself there and like, I don't want that. That's dope. I wish a lot of young men would be like, man, I see myself there. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Because like they look at the money, they look at the girl, they look at what comes with life, but they don't look at what you just said. They don't look at the consequences. Or sometimes they do look at the consequences, but think that they're like not human, and they won't get caught. You know what I'm saying? But you told me something, man. So we got to go back to the time when I spoke at this high school, and we were like glued together. And when I told you something about yourself, man. So you got shot, right?
Yeah.
You got shot with a gun. So what happened?
So how can I say this? This is all the way, you know the street you just can't pick me up from?
Yes.
There's a street over, on the backside of it. That's the same street I got shot on. So my brother, baby mama, and I was real close to her, so that was like my sister-in-law, like that. So she left her kids around, which is my nephews, which I call them that. She left her kids around, so we all up in there cleaning. They left. They said they'd be back like in an hour or two. It was cool. Ain't nothing bad happened since she have left us in past times. So we going around having fun, cleaning up the house, but probably still dirtying it up anyways. Cleaning up. So it's me, a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 7-year-old.
Keep talking. I'm listening.
A 6-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, an infant. So he was like, I think he was like 1 walking.
Okay.
So everything going good in the house. Everybody doing their own little part. Then, you know, music turned on. And you know how some people get carried away with the music. So I guess my nephew, he go in his mom's room, he found a little stack of money. So knowing me, I'm like one of the cool ones. Cause like, yeah, go ahead, get your little flex on.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna trip too much about some money that can be put right back in the same place. So he go ahead, play with it, make his little videos with the money, this and that. Okay, another few minutes go by, he come out with a gun. I see it, and I'm like, all right, he got that gun. I wasn't scared of guns at the time. Cause my brother, he had guns, he had showed me. So at the time, I wasn't scared on how to unreload the gun. So I told him, give me the gun. He gave me the gun. I dropped the clip out, and I have no bullets in it. Cocked it back, and popped up the bullet out there. So like that could have went off, could have been badly. So knowing me, at the time, I did. The gun ain't have nothing in it. I did just let him keep it. At the time, it feels safe. Like he don't got nothing up in it. I'm showing him myself. Like here, this how you reload. This how you unreload. Just in case you might get into that type of predicament to where you may have to defend yourself and your brothers. You might have to defend yourself. So he like okay. So he understand it. I'm like, now a couple minutes go by, he come back out with another one. I'm like, so where you get this one from? He came out the same room. I'm like, this time you gotta give me this one. He didn't want to give it up this time. So as I'm seeing everything, I'm sitting on the couch. I get up. I try to take it. I wasn't gonna try to take it from him because I don't know how any other way. I didn't know if he had his finger on the trigger or not. I didn't want it to go off and it just hit me directly in my stomach anywhere. So then his little brother, my nephew, walking behind me. I see it, so I stand in front of him some more because I know I'm real tall at the time. I'm still this tall, but I was like real tall. To be 12, 13, I'm real tall. So I stand over him. I'm standing in front of him, like I'm still trying to tell him put the gun down. So he caught up to the music young, so he finna go off what he hearing in the music. So he just playing, jumping up and down, and went off. For a minute, I didn't know I was hit. So I look around, make sure everybody else in the house safe. And okay, because everybody else seen it and go off. So then, after a while, my other nephew, he come out the room, because he was looking for his toothbrush. He come out the room. I told him, because after a while, my legs went numb, and I couldn't feel my lower half. So I fell to the ground, and I just see all this massive blood coming out. But the whole time, man, I'm not feeling where I'm shot at. So I'm trying to tell everybody I can't feel my legs. It's all the kids now, so everybody don't know what to do but panic. That's the first instinct, was just panic. So two of my nephews, the youngest ones, they couldn't do nothing but cry. They thought I was dead, and so they just screamed my name, and just looking at me, just they screaming my name. Then the one who shot me, he's sitting there in fear, don't know what to do. And the one who came out the room and saw me laying on the ground, he screamed. I was like, he been around me ever since when I was young. He been around me, and he just grew up with stuff I do with his dad. So he started crying. Everybody panicking. I'm breathing. I'm trying to talk to them as I'm on the ground, but they can't think about nothing. They can't do nothing. I'm telling them to call 911. They panicking. They trying to call them, but nobody phone could be able to call anybody. So everybody just in there panicking, crying. But they remember I had a sister that stayed down the street from them. So the one who shot me, him and his two other brothers took off running. The one who came out the room, he had a split second to think, to where to leave me in the house by myself. It might be his last time ever seeing me alive, or for him just rather for me to pass out in his arms. So what he did, he got on the ground, he laid there. He don't care if he sat in blood or not. He sat in the blood. He picked me up by my arms. He just told me, he said, Xavier, I don't want you to die. Please don't die on me. I kept trying to tell him I can't breathe. So after that, I passed out in his arms. And then after that, I just started moving. So people don't believe. Some people believe, some people don't. I'll say, I see my granny. It's like I see my granny reach out to me, cause she passed away. I see my grandmother on my dad's side reach out to me. So as I'm holding on, she telling me it's not your time. She telling me it wasn't your time. It wasn't the time for you to come home now.
It's deep.
So what she did was she let me go. And after that, I woke back up, and I heard my nephew yelling. After he see me moving again, he kept trying to keep me calm and keep me laid back. That's what he did. Then boom, my sister ran in, and she had her son with him, which is my other nephew and her daughter, my niece. Came in, ran in, crying. She couldn't do nothing. She just kept calling my name. I reached onto my nephew's shoulder. He pulled it down to the side, not as fast, but fast and slowly as he can, because I heard they hear. When one thing he know about when you get shot, you can't be moving around.
Yeah.
That's one thing he knew about when you get shot. So he tried to move me and tell me to stop moving. So I tried my hardest not to move, but the way I was feeling, I was numb. My body was numb. I was in pain. I was feeling the burn inside of me. So as I'm just trying to toss over and roll over it wasn't helping nothing. The whole time of that, I thought it was a whole dream.
Wow.
But the whole time, then finally the ambulance pull up. I'm sitting there laying there. They asking, to me, in my head, it was funny to me on how they would ask so many questions. That's what I literally yelled out the way I could barely talk and breathe, but I yelled out and told them, help me, because they was talking and asking so many questions. I needed so much help. Like I was bleeding out a lot. I bled so much. So they finally give me up, put me on the stretcher. I had it on my phone, one of my old phones. A lady took a video of me onto the stretcher and just carrying me into the ambulance. I had a lady see me before she sent me the video. And every day I just look back at it. So I finally get to the hospital down here. They tell me they couldn't help me. They don't think I know it, but I'm listening. They tell me they couldn't help me no type of way. So they had to put me in a helicopter and fly me to Grand Rapids. And there was one hospital called Helen DeVos. They had to help me. So after I get there, I went straight to surgery. They finally, because when the bullet hit me, it exploded and it never went through. It exploded, it hit organs, and it hit one of the pieces in my spine.
Wow.
So after that, after I get made out of surgery, I was in a coma, I think, for about a couple weeks, just laying there. People don't believe me when I tell them, but when you're in the coma, you can't feel, touch, open, move, nothing. You can't move nothing. It's like you're paralyzed, but you sleep. But you can also just hear everything that's going on. After them weeks, I woke up. I lost all memory. I didn't know nothing no more. So then I see my mom. She in the chair watching TV. I'm trying to call her name, but how I tried to call her name, it sounded like she couldn't hear me. That day forward, I realized that the bullet hit when it hit me. It's got all energy, muscle, my vocal cords. I couldn't speak. she finally heard me. She looked back, called nurses, doctors all in the room with me. Everybody flashing the camera in my face. They asked me that like it's a miracle that he alive. I'm like, I'm just so confused on what's going on. I asked one of the doctors, I said, what happened? They said, you've been shot. You have been shot. I said, where? They said, right there on your right chest. So I'm like, how did this happen? They said, we don't know for sure, but we know that when we came in, it was kids and a gun laying on the floor. Oh, I was like, oh. I like, was it bad? They're like, yeah, it was really bad, but that's why we say it's a miracle on how you here today.
All right, we're gonna stop right there. Listen, because we gotta end in a minute. But listen,
Right.
I got a word for you, and you already know this. I told you already. Some people just listen to your story, man. You've been through a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can be bitter. You can be so many ways from some certain things that you went through. But you being shot, right, and not dying. Your grandma said it's not time yet. It just means that you have purpose. It's something in you. That's what I'm telling you. You're 15 and you this wise. You could have been dead, paralyzed, because you felt that. You didn't feel anything. You could have been paralyzed.
That was
dead.
they pronounced to me at the scene where I was paralyzed. But the article that I looked at, that one of my sisters sent me, it said 12-year-old boy was shot and was in critical condition.
Yeah.
So it was like, to me, it was a 50-50 chance of me not making it, or me making it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I woke up, that was my chance of them telling me that I made it.
Yes.
I beat that hard level.
You a walking miracle. See, people say it's not such thing as miracles. It's people right now that was shot, that's dead, paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? You still here, man. So
I got a brother who was shot. It's like 2015. I'll never forget that day. He was in the streets. He got shot at. Him and his closest friend got shot at. No, my brother, he gonna keep a gun. He shot back, but when the bullets hit his head, hit his shoulder, and hit his chest, he lived. His best friend died that night. So that hurt. That till this day, that still scars him. That still messes him up in the head.
Yeah.
So when he went to the hospital, he had to go through a lot. The same stuff I had to go through, he had to go through it 10 times worse.
You overcame it, bro. You overcame it, and I'm so happy that you overcame it, man, because I would never have met you, man. And it's like other kids that's going through certain things, they can look at you like that's a miracle. You know what I mean? So, and I'm thank God that you went through all what you went through. You know, some people that's 30-some years old that never faced that certain pain or level of pain that you faced at that age. Didn't know if you were gonna live or die. Even the little kids, we're about to be done. Even the little kids that was right there in the scene and watched it, they can say, I witnessed a miracle. They can say I watched someone fight. They can say I watched someone that came out and came through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just.
To me, the reason why I fought, because I couldn't. That to me, that was the way they was gonna be traumatized if I just died there on the scene.
Yeah.
That wouldn't feel right to me.
You weren't selfish.
I couldn't do that.
You wasn't selfish.
I couldn't let myself die in front of their face, especially some kids. I can't let that happen.
You fought.
So the reason why I kept fighting and kept pushing in the best way I could.
I hear that.
Is because of them.
Yeah,
I couldn't let them see that.
I love that, man. Listen, we can converse for about 2 hours. I think we probably 25 minutes in. So,
but Kim got me. It's 9.
Yeah. We've been
it's
so.
9.
So I want you to give a quick shout out about your clothing brand, man.
Yeah.
What's the clothing brand? Let them know.
The clothing brand is called Fraud Department. 'Cause I got a brother. It's like the background is really him. He do fraud, and he locked up in Atlanta right now.
Okay.
And then, so that gave me an idea, cause it got gallery department, that's and that. I said, let me try something new. It's called I did Fraud Department. And then how I'm gonna do that? It's good. It comes in different colors.
So make sure when you release it, you let me know if I can share it.
So
Fraud Department is coming out soon.
Let me see if I got a nice.
I'll put a shirt. Because he sold me some of the shirts. I'll put some of the shirts on Facebook, and then y'all can let me know. I don't know if they released yet, but
they release Wednesday, this Wednesday, cause I get my first sale. So this is how the process do. When you ask for a shirt, you send me the money. I go get your shirt. I go get shirt, hoodie. I go get the logo printed on there, and then if you far distance, I will. If I got to, I will get a ride to you, or not, I will mail it to you.
Mail it.
You just have to let me know.
Mail it. We work on it. We got you.
But if you like in a close circle where I could just, you feel me, walk to, I will come to you and drop it off to you.
Hustler. So Fraud Department. But listen,
this is owned by me and my cousin, which is his. I ain't gonna say his government name, but they call him Kamarion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go say his full name, but that's my cousin.
Yeah. All right. So listen, I appreciate y'all for listening to us. It's probably about 28 minutes, maybe 30, but I feel like it was worth it. It's my mentee, man. What's your name again?
Xavier. Spencer.
Spencer. And it's a lot of y'all Spencer. So, and James Carter from Real Talk Vision. But listen, in fraud department. You know? Fraud department. But listen, appreciate y'all. Y'all would get a great conversation out of this. So, hopefully, any young man or young woman is listening. Have a blessed day.
Blessed day.